Well, I mean, I should be able to watch it like right now, right? Well, where the fuck is it? It's in our news feed when it comes up though, right? Yeah. Unless you put it on your own personal one. Which is why I don't check anything ever. I mean, why go through that turmoil? There's still nothing there. Oh wait, is that it? No, that's Barnes and Noble. And the New Yorker, what the fuck, man? And Random House, what the hell's on our page? Okay, here we go. There it is. I see it. Oh wait. Oh, is that it? Oh, maybe undo that. How long does it take to undo? Is it instant or why did you do that? Oh yeah. How do I start a watch party? All right. How now I need to figure out, I can't remember how to do a watch party. I don't know. God damn it. I can't remember how to do a watch party. I already had somebody like it. Is that your sister? Okay, but how do I know. You need to turn something off, motherfucker. How do I do a watch party? I can't remember. Were we used to? It's Kim somebody, so. All right, I'm gonna do some sharing here. And yeah. Right. I don't even know who I am right now. Okay, so you mean on my personal page? Let me try that. So I'm on my personal page right now. No, I don't think so. I just don't know how to do the watch party. I don't understand. I don't see it anywhere. This is true. This is true. Well, what the hell are we going to talk about then? I wanted some people in there first. I wanted people in. I wanted. Well, I did share, but there's nobody here yet. I want people to hear it, man. Say what? Yeah, are you creating a room on YouTube? Or are you creating a room? I don't think I've ever even been to our YouTube page. So I go to the video we're on right now and I hit share. All right, I'm just going to back to Facebook and fuck around. Yeah, I guess you might as well hit the music. I mean, I don't know how to tell if there are people here. All right. We're the worst. Honestly, I can't think of a single time in my life that was as unenjoyable and potentially terrifying as this last year. I talk to people, I just don't go anywhere. That's right. Yeah, enough. It's those people. Yeah, it's like because the people that are not like that are like they're uh they're you know they're fine. Yeah. that's the way to look at it right there. Right. This is actually a production meeting. Yeah, I hear you fine. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's used to it already. This is who knows. Oh no. Yes. Was that 6 months? Good God. Because that is our broadcast. That's what we do. I'm talking to darkness right now. I conjure Dave. 6 months, riots. I think I have had 1 or 2 days where I was just like, "There's nothing going on," and I was like, "Woohoo!" I was like, "About time." Not me. Oh my God, very jealous actually. I was supposed to go to Mexico this year, and I never got to go, man. Yeah, it's the whole point. That's why the damn schools. Anyway, it can you can go on and on for that stuff, and the truth is, there's people that are gonna people that are very cautious and people that are not very cautious. That's kind of what it comes down to. I think we should too. But right now, there appears to be some sort of somebody said they can't hear you. Yeah. Hang on, let me turn on my sound here. Oh, well, sure. Of course, I can't hear anything because did you say Sparkle Cam? I can hear you on my phone, but I'm not hearing anything on Facebook. Yeah. Hang on. Say Sparkle. Oh wait. Here we go. Here we go. Say something. Did you say Sparkle Cam? I can hear you on my phone, but I'm not hearing anything. No, dude, you're not coming through on Facebook. On my phone, but I can say Sparkle. I'm not hearing anything on Facebook. Yeah. I can say Sparkle. Oh wait. Here we go. Here we go. Say something. Yeah, you're not coming through on Facebook. Wait. So, okay, I know what we're gonna do now. All right. When you say something and I hear it from our regular thing, I'll say it on the Facebook for the other people. All right. So just try it. Just say anything right now. Dave is laughing. He's asking if you can hear him now. Okay, I know what we're gonna do now. All right. When you say something and I hear it from our regular thing, I'll say it on Facebook for the other people. All right. So just try it. Just say anything. Wait. Dave is laughing. Yeah, you're still not coming through. I don't know, man. It's so fucking annoying.
Phone 3. All right. So that okay. Now I see it's going through. I can see the numbers going through Manycam. So it should be going through now. So see if you can hear it now. Because I just what I did was I hooked up. Uh, 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 so that whole speed. Okay, all right. So we were talking a little bit about. Yeah. Okay. Well, the introduction music were. All right. Well, so this is the real start. Yeah. So it should be playing now, and I can edit out that first part where my sound wasn't working, and it doesn't really matter because we went off on a tangent right off the bat and started talking about the pandemic, which we didn't want to do today. So, uh, well, I wouldn't call it incivility. Yeah, well, yeah, there is the lockdown and having being at home with your entire family all the time, every minute of every freaking day, um, really brings to the fore these differences, especially in body temperature. I have I you know a couple months ago when it was starting to get chilly, I bought a nice sweater because I've always wanted sort of a nice Mister Rogers comfortable sweater that I can wear around. I can't Huxtable. Yeah, I cannot wear the sweater in my house because it's never cold enough. I yeah, yeah. Well, we have that's interesting. Well, the heat rises, so it would rise upstairs. Uh, yeah. In our case, we have a fireplace, and the thermostat is in the living room where the fireplace is at. So our heat system works really well. We got a new furnace last year. It's very even. The only problem is that if you heat up the living room, it keeps the furnace off for the rest of the house. I literally worry about the basement pipes freezing while it's 90 degrees in the living room. Yeah. Yeah, same here, same here. We've been doing a lot of stuff because we're buying a house in Tennessee, and so we've been doing a lot of things where we're sitting down, going over like all the forms and stuff. We'll have these little meetings, and she works in the living room now. We moved the computer in the living room, so she works there. So there will be times where we have the fireplace on, and she's there, and she's got a blanket wrapped around her because she's cold. And meantime, I'm taking my shirt off, and I'm like just standing there, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I go, "It's 90 degrees in here. I'm sweating. I can't give." uh, well, yeah, no, we don't have that problem. But she's always cold. I'm always warm. The one thing is that over 25 years, she has gotten used to having the window open in the bedroom. I have to have the window open in the bedroom. I have to have fresh air, um, no matter what. And so it gets chilly. It'll get chilly in the bedroom. And also, we closed off the vent in the bedroom because the heat in our room was the vent was so I don't know big or something that anytime the heat would go, the room would just be unbelievably hot. So, oh, I covered it with cardboard and put tape over it, and then then it keeps the room at the same temperature as the rest of the house because otherwise it was just too much heat pumping in there. So, uh, oh, oh, I got a solution for that because one of my biggest pet peeves is people going to sleep without lowering the thermostat. So you have one of those Nest thermostats, right? Is it one has Wi-Fi connectivity? Oh man, you have to get one. I'm telling you, it's a game changer, buddy. It's a game changer because you can program it. First of all, like mine's programmed that at 2:30 in the morning, it goes down to the what do you call it? The environmentally aware, like 64, 65 degrees. I can't remember what it is, But no matter what, at 2:30 it lowers to that, and then I also can access it from anywhere on my phone, so I can turn it down. Like right now, here, as a matter of fact, let's see what it's set at right now. Yeah. Well, I could show it on the screen, but hang on, let me. Uh, so it's on my Google thing. So I got to get the home app. Where's the home app? I showed this to my dad one time because my dad was complaining. We were out to dinner, and my dad was complaining about how they had to keep the heat up set up 74 degrees. He goes, "What do you keep your thermostat set at?" I said 62. And he's like, "Are you kidding me?" And I go, "No." And whenever I notice it, I turn it down to 62, 63. And he goes to my stepmother. He goes, "Hey, David keeps his thermostat at 62." So I have it. It's at 66 right now. But here, watch. I can change it. So I just turned it down to 63. See, and you could do that from anywhere you have a Wi-Fi connection. Yeah. And you can also set it so you can program it so at certain times of day it shuts down. I like that not because I think yeah. Well, some people will watch it later. It tapes it and saves it. So and well, no, I'm on Minicam, so I'm looking at it. Um, so but I mean, we didn't tell anybody we were doing this today. We just wanted to start it up on the first day of the year. So anyway, so that's a big fight. But I was going to say some people program their thermostat um, because they at certain times of day, whatever. I don't know why they would do it. I just do it so that at a certain time of day you have to consciously turn it back up if you want it up. And right. Oh, I got a guy for you. The guy just replaced our furnace. Did a fantastic job. We had a furnace. We had a furnace about 15 years ago. The furnace broke, and what it was that there's a little ceramic thing that lights the fire, the igniter. It broke, and so the guy, it was really cool. He's like, it costs $120 to come in. This part will cost you about $10, and he showed me where it was and how to replace it. So in the 25 years almost that I've lived in this house, I've replaced it like two or three times after he showed me how to do it, and. But the guy also told me, he says, this is the wrong furnace for this house. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, this furnace is a trailer home furnace. It's a furnace that's designed for a trailer home. And this is when we moved in 25 years ago, or 5 years after we moved in. He told me this. And he said, so you should expect in the next few years you're going to have to replace your furnace. The damn thing lasted 24 years because I replaced it last summer. So 20, it tracks them. Yeah. So I have to. All right. Well, I have two other topics. The other one was the best donuts in Chicago, and this is I just as we go forward. Another let's step into the production meeting as we go forward, and if we continue doing this on Fridays, what I want to do is I wanted to talk about what the food that I talk about on the radio and stuff, so we can kind of program it because I go on Bob Surratt's show on WGN AM 720, and I'm trying to get him to let Chris come, but but um, but I didn't do that today because it's a holiday. But so I figured I'd talk about what we did the last show, which was December 19th that I was on, and I brought in donuts from what I think is the best donut place on the north side and the best donut place on the south side, and we had our sort of first annual Best of Chicago Donuts Olympics or whatever, where everybody was tasting donuts, and they were talking about it after I left. They were talking about it for like 2 hours, and I got like, okay, all right. So on the north side, it was Allegretti's at Lawrence and just east of Cumberland. It's like 7700 West Lawrence, and on the south side, it's Old Fashioned Donuts at 112th in Michigan. 100, yeah. And the guy there, Bullock Burritt, Mr. Burritt, Mr. B, is still there making donuts every day at 80 something years old. He's 80, almost 85, and he all through the pandemic, every day he went to work, and not like Chris, not like Bull, went to work every day. Got out of the house and dealt with people every day, like I do. um, so we uh huh. it, it's not. It's called Dunkin' without. You don't say donuts. You don't say the donuts anymore. Did you know that they got rid of it? Yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah. No, we don't have any really good ones. Although Allegretti's isn't far. The problem with Allegretti's is that they are so good that there is a line when they open at 6 or 7 in the morning, and a lot of times they'll run out of donuts by 11 o'clock in the morning. But they have the absolute best chocolate donuts, chocolate cake donuts, and then I think Old Fashioned on the south side had the better glazed buttermilk donuts. Because those are the two I like the best, so those are the two I brought into the studio. That's what we want. So, but if anybody out there is watches this later or now, and they have a place that they think has better donuts, let us know. I'm always looking for bakeries to review anyway, and and they love it when I bring in donuts and shit. Um, so that's all I had. I mean, do you remember Amy Joy Donuts? That used to be right by Fire Cakes. That's still good. Yeah. Stands is good. I just a lot of times they're more of a chain, so I kind of stay away from chains. Yeah. Uh, yeah, but I'm telling you, there's something about the way they cook these donuts at Allegretti's and Old Fashions and some of these other places. It's sort of like crunchy on the outside and really soft and cakey on the inside. I don't know how they do it. So, all right. So, no, yeah, but that is like hot dogs. It's like you either screw it up spectacularly or you can only make it so good. I guess is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, but it's also you're right. The ornament, the buns can make a big difference, and you know. All right, so we're trying not to go for an hour at these things. So let's move on to our third topic, uh, and this is I intentionally didn't tell you about this till today because I wanted to see if I could make you interested in this. This is this is one of those things where I'm like, oh, this if I phrase it right, Chris will be really interested in this. I started watching a show. Oh, first of all, when you watch television, are you one of those people that immediately starts picking up your phone and looking up trivia or whether what? All right. So you'll appreciate it. So, I started watching a show on I think it's a History Channel called Tesla Files, and it's a series. I thought when I started it, I thought it was a documentary about Nikola Tesla, but apparently it's a series. And I say apparently because I literally got 5 minutes into it before I had IMDb open and Googling stuff that they talked about in the first 5 minutes of the show that made me stop the show and spend the next hour on the computer looking up some of this stuff. And the one thing that really caught my interest was they referenced the CIA electronic reading room, which I had never heard of before. And all right, so what happens is, does the Christian Scientist have an electronic reading room? I don't know, but all right, I've never heard of this before, so I looked it up. And so what it is if you file a Freedom of Information request at the CIA, and it gets approved, and they declassify something, they don't send you whatever you asked for. They put it online in their electronic reading room so you can go look it up, and then they just send you a link. Here it is. And so I thought it was really interesting. I thought it was because I was like, I wonder if the police department. I've done a couple of FOIA requests for the police department, and they have sent me that stuff to me specifically. It's not, they don't send it out to the public. Like if I wanted to do something and you wanted to do something, it was the same thing. We would both have to file FOIA requests. For some reason, the CIA decides, well, if they're declassifying it, it's open to everybody, and so they put it out there for anybody to see. And so I started getting into I was trying to figure out how to use it and how to look up stuff. And I ended up looking up OSS files from World War II that were declassified. And I spent the next hour reading World War II declassified OSS files. So, but I just thought it was really interesting. I would love to see the police department start doing this so that you could say, hey, Chris Garlington filed a FOIA request for this. I wonder what he was interested in. And then you go look, and you can look at the shit that you asked for. No, I didn't see that. It was just something that somebody filed a FOIA request for. I didn't see anybody else's name. But I thought it was really interesting. So, it. They have a whole UFO section, of course, and uh-huh. That'd be cool, yeah. Yeah. We should go on it. Find Hey, first of all, does this sound okay when I have the microphone down here? Does it sound the same or worse or? All right. What we should do is go on there and find stuff and start linking to on our website to the CIA reading room. He used fertilizer today. Oh, downtown. I don't remember. Well, yeah, that's. I mean, that's those are the three topics, and I think we've done as far. So I could. It is, and we'll be back. If you're listening to this, we'll be back next week. And all right, so I'm going to shut it off. But can you hang out for a second because I want to tell you about one more thing. All right, so all right, this is the Beat Cop Sky. Thanks for joining us. Bye.